Rhonda Fehr is current Oak Grove parent. She's the mother to Atticus in the 3rd grade, Finley in kindergarten, and future Oak Grove student, 1-year-old Ashley. Please welcome Rhonda.
Thank you. My name is Rhonda Fehr, and I'm a parent here at Oak Grove. My actor husband, Rhonda Fehr, was supposed to give this speech, but due to stage fright, you're upset with me. I'm just kidding. Thankfully, he's in South Africa working. My purpose here today is to represent the parents of Oak Grove, which in my opinion is a very tall order because we have such great parents here, and hopefully convey to you all the impact and education at Oak Grove has on our children. I must confess that I did not choose Oak Grove for its alternative learning program. I never sat at a tea listening to stories as you are today. Rather, we moved here from Los Angeles, and I chose Oak Grove first and foremost because of its vegetarian meal program that was articled in Kiwi magazine. Being a vegan, I figured any school that honored an animal's life must honor a child's life that much more. I was raised in Los Angeles with a very traditional public education. Pay attention, read and memorize your textbook, and whatever you do, don't color outside the lines. This is my daughter, by the way. From kindergarten on up, that directive became the motto that went before all I did. You see, in my education, the art of attention, or being receptive to me, was virtually non-existent. My children's education has been nothing close to that, and I don't think they own a piece of artwork that has lines. You see, the beauty and philosophy of this school, what makes it unique and makes it stand out from the rest, is that the art of attention, being receptive to each child, is honored. And their motto here is to color both inside and outside the lines. I had an experience of this when I was with my oldest son, who was 8 years old. We were in the Museum of Contemporary Art in Toronto. In one of the main rooms was a woman from the museum surrounded by several people observing a rather large abstract painting on canvas. The piece included many of the paintings and artifacts that currently existed in the various galleries in the museum. She asked all of us to look in the room we were currently standing in to see what we could find in that painting that was represented. We all jumped in to voice our discoveries. She then pointed to the adjoining room and asked the same question. We were all beginning to have fun with it and at the same time feeling a bit cultured. She then said she had a rather tricky question, one that would take some clever thinking. Amongst the busyness of the painting, there were 3 painters depicted, all with easels, all sitting with a palette, and all holding paintbrushes. The challenge put forth was that one had nothing painted on his canvas. Why? There had gathered quite a crowd by then, and all of us focused in on that second, hoping to be the one to produce the right answer. But it was short-lived because my son, without a beat, said, because his artwork is on his body. You see, the man depicted on the painting was a Native American Indian, and his story was tattooed all over his body. The woman at the museum was astonished and turned to me to say she had never had anyone answer the question so quickly, and commented to my son on how observant he was. I turned to my husband, who without a bead said, that's why we send them to Oak Grove. He was right. My son is being taught to color both inside and outside the lines, and therefore he was able to see what most of us couldn't. As foreign as that can be to me day to day, on the grand scale I get it. Through their education here, my children will forever be able to see life without lines. Thank you for listening, and by attending, Thank you for being an active participant in the future education of the children here at Oak Grove.